Welcome RegenAG Nation. Thank you for joining us. Week 6 of this scouting video series. Sometimes it feels like week 16 because we work a lot of hours, long, hot days. Out here in an onion field, I want to show you some progression, these babies. As you can see at this point, starting to look like an onion. Really starting to put some size on. We're paying attention to how these roots look. If they look nice and white and clean like this, that's a really good sign. Start to see pink root this time frame, which can really be an issue when it gets hot, and you need to keep the plant status well watered. As always, keeping an eye on thrips. As you can see, there's quite a bit of pressure in this particular field, so something like this would really warrant some type of thrip application. Been reading some interesting information out of Canada, where they're actually talking about economic thresholds for thrips. So instead of just spraying on, say, like a calendar basis, be it weekly, 10 days, whatever, they're actually counting, and they're coming up with an economic threshold, which is reducing the overall number of sprays that we're utilizing. Also, they encompass some fertility studies, and although they went from 0 fertility all the way up to, say, like 150 pounds of nitrogen, they didn't see a great difference in the amount of thrips pressure, but what they did see is they saw really comparable yields. So that tells me in certain times we might be applying a little bit too much fertility to some of these crops and plants, more so than what we need, or that will provide us with the best yields and the best return on investment, because that's really what it's all about. We don't necessarily need to have the highest top-end yields. What we need is we need to have the best return on investment for each of these particular fields. So just keep an eye on this stuff. Also looking for tip burn, which is kind of a nitrogen thing. You see a little bit of it out here, but this field actually looks pretty good. Yeah, they're going to keep these things wet, probably protect them a little bit, and just keep things rolling. So I want to show you what I'm talking about with the pink root deal. This is very low pressure, but you can see something like that has a little bit of pink root there. There's a few other strands in here where the root system looks like it's kind of given up a little bit. Why that's important? Well, if you cannot get great water right now, and it's 100 degrees like it's about to be, that can be a major problem. These things just won't size up. Another thing that's really cool about this plant, look what we got right here. These are lacewing eggs, and they are all over this plant. So what's cool about that is if you use some softer chemistries and you use your protection products wisely, you will get a lot of beneficials in these fields that will help protect your crop. So something like this is always cool to see. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you coming and spending time with us each week, and we hope you find these videos valuable. And we want to remind you, make farming fun again.